Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for Virgo season. What is Virgo season going to look like for you? Virgo season starts on August 23rd and ends on or around September 22nd. So it's going overall for all the signs, there's going to be an increase in productivity, achieving goals, being more organized, thinking more logically and practically. But for you, Sagittarius, I feel that there is going to be a tempering or a balancing of your fiery nature with it being more grounded, being more balanced, maybe not reacting as much, and maybe not even worrying or feeling more fear or feeling fearful or anything like that, and approaching life from a more logical and practical point of view. And also balancing your dualities of wanting to be wild and free, and then also wanting to be a philosopher and study and all of these types of things. So I really feel that in Virgo season, Sagittarius, there will be a lot of exploring your dualities and finding more balance within yourself. I do feel like you kind of easily get pulled in different ways because there's a lot of things that light you up and everything. There's almost kind of like a shiny object kind of syndrome that I'm feeling with you, Sagittarius, where you're like, oh, I want to study this, or I want to go in this direction, and then, oh no, this is so exciting. So I feel like there's going to be a balancing there, but we will see in the cards. Overall, there's going to be an increase in laser sharp focus, achieving your goals, perhaps getting more awards or recognition or attention in a certain area in your life, experiencing improved financial changes, fighting for your goals, getting things done that have been pending for a while, feeling more grounded and connected, feeling more logical and practical, organizing your life, making work and career a priority, achieving more success and achieving your goals. You might also feel yourself kind of going into overachiever mode and being more detail oriented. And of course, this is a time for major productivity, feeling more control, being more responsible and mindful. You might want to also polish your skills or learn a new one during this time, finding beauty in small ideas. It's all about having those small daily improvements rather than these big overarching changes. And the big picture or your purpose or what have you will become more clear during this time. So it's a really exciting time. It's going to be a little bit of a contrast from Virgo season, Leo season, because it was like we were having fun in the sun. It was a bit intense with Lionsgate. But overall, Leo season was really about having fun in the sun and, everything Leo, being more confident, wild, embodying our divinity, things like that. So I feel like we had a little bit more time to kind of rest and pamper ourselves and take time. But now in Virgo season, it's really time to make things happen. So we are going to start with a Sacred Geometry Oracle card and see what the general energy will look like for you, Sagittarius, during Virgo season. So what does Sagittarius need to know during this time? What energy energies does Sagittarius need to be aware of? And what does Sagittarius need to focus on during this Virgo season? You got 2. Oh, wow. Coherence and fertility. Okay. You also, fertility is what Cancer got as well. So 4 and 10. Yeah, this is going to be about really balancing and harmonizing your heart and mind. Like I told you, it's going to be a lot of duality for you during this month. I really feel that. And so balancing your heart and mind with new beginnings. What seeds are you wanting to plant during this time, Sag? Because it is a very fertile time. It is. So you want to be very aware of what you're thinking and how you're feeling, and if those are the seeds that you're wanting to plant for this month ahead and beyond. You're going to be balancing your heart and mind, your feminine and masculine aspects, your wild and free and childlike aspects, and your more structured and philosophical adult aspects, okay? Balancing your practical and logical side and your very artsy and creative side as well. So I will read coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. Yeah. And then fertility. The frequency of fertility invites us to become more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. So yes, balancing those dualities within yourself, which is going to, of course, aid in more productivity and organization and greater clarity so that you can achieve those goals and have the results that you want to go after. So how can you balance your mind and heart more during this time? What really grounds you? And also, how can you meet the needs of your inner child and be more open and joyful and creative? So it's going to be a bit of a balancing act during this Virgo season for you, Sagittarius, but I believe you can do it. So now we are going to see what more information wants to come through with the Wisdom of the Oracle card deck. Okay, you got a leg up. So you are going to be being helped, having guidance. You have cleaning up perhaps the way you think, the way you do things, certain feelings you have, certain kind of reactions that you might have to certain things or people. We have in between worlds and chaos and conflict. Yeah, Sagittarius. So there are a lot of dualities that you are going to be kind of mulling over during Virgo season. There's kind of this inner chaos and conflict. I do feel like it's an inner chaos and conflict because you just feel torn between worlds. You feel split in half. You are the centaur. So yeah, you literally are kind of split in half in certain ways. And you're wanting to find solutions to this, to accommodate these these differences and these dualities and polarities within yourself. And we all have them to one degree or another. They're just a little bit more concentrated or apparent within you, Sagittarius. So you're wanting to find ways to meet those needs within yourself, not force yourself to just be one way. You need to come into this acceptance that you are both, that you have this practical and logical side of you, and you also have this very wild and free and childlike creative side of you, and you're needing to kind of integrate the two. So this inner chaos and conflict can end, and there can be more coherence between those parts. And you might have like 5 different splits, so meaning like 10 different aspects. So 2 want to go in these different directions, 2 want to go in these different directions, 2 want to go in these different directions. I hope you understand, or that I hope that makes sense. And so you're cleaning up, you're healing these parts of yourself so that they can connect. I was just given the image of neuroreceptors connecting and communicating, parts in the brain starting to communicate. You know, we have those 2 hemispheres of the brain, the creative, the more creative side, and then the more logical thinking side of the brain. And so you're needing to, there needs to be things that have more communication together. So I would recommend doing the completion process and parts work, because getting those inner aspects of yourself to start communicating together instead of just arguing is going to be really key for you, and that might give you a leg up, or other people or other things or videos or resources are going to be giving you a leg up in this area, and you're going to just feel more whole and integrated and more peaceful during this time. I think for you it's finding more peace. So now we are going to see what the fairies have to say about all of this. Fairies, what does Sagittarius need to know about this? What more information can you give us? Also, Sagittarius, I feel like you have this stop and start kind of energy, the stop and go kind of energy, where one part of you plants a seed and is like, ooh, let's go here, and then another part of you is like, no, that's dumb, I want to go in this other direction. And so it's this pattern within yourself that I think that you're needing to accommodate and really look at, because it's creating, if there's inner chaos and conflict inside of us, then there's going to be chaos and conflict mirrored out in the external world, of course. So I really feel like this kind of inner dynamic is not boding well for you, has become quite unhealthy for you, and is now starting to show up in your 3D reality. And you can't keep it up anymore. And so you're needing to allow this more childlike side of you to have its needs met, while you also accommodate this other more adult or practical aspect of you as well, instead of one, kicking over at sandcastle. So, all right, let's see what the fairies have to say. Ooh, okay. We have Tom on the poet. So it's going to be important for you to sit and reflect and perhaps even write and journal. Really sit and be still. Again, this theme of stillness is continuing to bleed over. If you haven't yet, you can watch my Celestial Surge video that I did, and that is a lot about stillness. And then in my weekly messages for August 16th to the 22nd, there was a lot of themes showing up in pretty much every reading about stillness. So for you, Sagittarius, it's going to be important this season, this Virgo season, to be still, to do this inner reflective work. I feel like you want to be taking action, but this inner conflict that you're having really needs your attention. You really need to sit down. Some of you I feel are workaholics, or you're more of a fiery energy, so it's more natural for you to be a little bit, no matter if you are a woman or man, it's more natural for you to take action and be more in your masculine aspect. But this month in Virgo season, it's going to be more important for you to be a little bit more in your feminine aspect and be more open and receptive and loving to yourself, and take time for yourself to really heal this. Okay? We have death. So this is just talking about this inner spiritual, emotional transformation, transition, shedding old things that don't serve you, clean it up, this type of thing, things that have been weighing you down, letting them go, being still. Yeah, wishing upon a star, longing, sitting in stillness, sitting in the pain, being present with your pain. Yeah, I'm feeling that a lot of you Sagittarius is that I'm connecting with our workaholics. Doesn't matter how you feel, you just keep going and going and going. No, this month you need to really pay attention to how you feel and be present with that. So this, for you Sagittarius, this is about cleaning up and organizing your inner self, your inner world, your inner personal feelings, and how you think. Because charging through and forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do, it's not working anymore. And I don't even know if it ever truly worked. Because Lascuna, her wings are ripped, she has scars on her back. She's just been through a lot, but she's taking this time to sit and be still and receive the unconditional love that God, Source, the universe, her angels and guides have for her. And Virgo season is giving her this platform to be still, this time and space to be still, this solid ground to sit and contemplate and be with herself and to be healed. And so Lascuna is all about unconditional giving and unconditional receiving. And I think that you're needing to be kinder to yourself, Sagittarius. You're needing to be loving to yourself and allow yourself to be opened up to receive this love and to stop, which will be a little bit more challenging for some of you, because I feel that, okay, yeah, we have himself. So I feel like that some of you feel there's a lot of pressure on you. There's you might have a lot of responsibilities, a big family. You are a part of a business or a CEO of a business. It's all going to be different for each of you, but I feel that there is a lot weighing on you. But you have this inner conflict and inner war inside of you so whatever you have to do, Sagittarius, give the keys to someone else for a day, a few days, a week, a whole month, whatever you need to do. Assign different responsibilities, give the responsibility to someone else, take time for yourself, go on a vacation, whatever it is that you need to do to heal this is the priority, or it's just going to get worse and it's going to be counterproductive. I hope that makes sense. So you're really needing this stillness, Sagittarius, sometime this month or throughout the month or every day. You're going to need to sit in stillness and really get a handle and a grasp on what's happening inside of you and balance it and heal it. Yeah, we have the Piper. So listening to the subtleties, being empathetic, listening to your soul song, being more in touch with who you really are and balancing that. And then lastly, we have Titan, the Sylph, and the Friends. So once you get a handle on this, you can really heal it and balance it and meet all your needs and be softer. This is a time to be softer and gentler, Sagittarius. Once you do that, you're going to feel so much lighter, so much happier. Things are going to really speed up for you. You're going to have so much more productivity, so much more support, so much love and friendship and partnership. Okay? And things are just going to really soar off. But at the beginning of Virgo season, you're really needing to take this time and let go of things that don't longer serve you, and to sit in stillness and really face this inner war that you're having inside of you and clean it up and purify it and cleanse it and transmute it and transcend it. And you're either going to have helpful resources or people or things that give you a leg up, or that by sitting in stillness, it's going to give you a leg up. It's going to improve your finances, your relationships, any and every area of your life. Or, if I didn't say this already, you're going to receive a leg up from your angels and guides by sitting in stillness, So I really hope that this was of value to you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing and commenting and sharing. It really, really means a lot to me and really helps other people like you find this sort of content. As always, I'm sending you so much of my love. Take care, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Know that you are so, so loved and you're never alone. And continue to seek the truth. Take good care of you, Sagittarius. Take care. Bye.